So hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're gonna go straight into this video. So first we're starting off with brows. So I'm going in with my NYX brown pencil in the color dark brown. It's just a plain brown pencil I get from the British Spot store. I think it's about $1.99, and it's the color dark brown. So we're gonna go in coloring the brows first. I like to start with my brows first. Everything below my nose is first. I'm going to continue to outline our brows. So once I outline my brows, I go in with my Profusion brow palette in the color, what's it, dark chocolate, I believe. And I like to use the powder to fill my brows in. So that's what I'm doing now. Please excuse me. I was cursing my kids out. Well, not cursing them out, but I'm filming the video. So I go in with that powder on both eyebrows. You just want to fill your eyebrows in. Don't fill the front of your eyebrows in. Just shade them in half the way. You want your front of the brows to be a little lighter so they can look natural. So as I'm going in with that access pattern, I'm using it to do the front of my brows. Then you're going to use the spoolie to brush everything out. Excuse my spoolie, you guys. My spoolie is also broke, and this is like my favorite, one of my favorite utensils. So I'm going to get some glue and glue it back in. Don't worry about it. Look, you see it broke. See, we got it together, guys. Yeah. My tip on brows is, once you think they look okay, just leave them alone. Like right here, you see how I'm brushing it up. I just basically have to mentally tell myself, leave them alone. Because you're going to keep messing with them. You're going to end up eventually messing them up. So next thing, we're going to go in with I believe it's our LA Pro Girl concealer in the color Fawn. And we're going to use that for to outline the top of our brows. I like to put it on the back of my head so therefore you have easy access to it. Some people just use the tube itself, but I like to put it on the back of my hand because I feel like I have more control of my brush instead of the tube. I'm going with a flat brush. It's just a flat brush I got from one of my, I think somebody bought this for me. I bought me a brush set from Amazon. They don't have any names, just a regular brush set from Amazon. But it's a flat brush, and I use that to conceal my brows. Yeah, so I use the Fawn to outline the top of my brows, and I use another color for the under my brows, because I use the same concealer to set my eyelids as well. So I'm taking a Tarte tape shade in the color Tan Sand. I'm going to use that one to conceal under my brows. I'm also going to put that color on the back of my hand also. It's easy to put all the stuff on the back of your hand because you have easier access to it. That's how it works anyway. So now I'm taking that same Tarte shape, and I'm using that as my base for my eyeshadow. So yeah, now that I conceal both of my eyes, I'm going to use my flat brush to pat all that concealer in, so that way we have a smooth surface to start our eyeshadow. So I did recently just learn that I didn't used to like to have my eyeshadow have harsh lines. So what you want to do is you want to use that brush and blend everything out, so that when you go to put the eyeshadow on, it just looks natural. You don't want any harsh lines on your makeup, so just use it just to blend out everything. The technique, the number one thing with makeup is blending. If you can take the ugliest colors and just blend them good together, and they will look good. So just blend, blend, blend. Just blend into your heart desires. So now we're done blending, as you can see. Yes. So now we're going to take our Air Response powder in the color Naturally Neutral, I believe. And we're going to use that to set our concealer. It's just a flat brush I got. I don't even know what it's for, but I like to use it for powder. I use that for powder to set my eyeshadow. I love how it looks once you put it on there. So now we're going to go into Watch Me blush powder from the crayon case. I haven't used it. That's my first time, and it's so gorgeous, as you can see. I love it so much. This is my first time using it. So we're going to go with the color Cobbler. We're going to take a flat blending brush, and we're going to put that in our crease area. It's another brush that I get from Amazon. It's a white brush that I don't really use it that often because it's white, but yeah, it's another brush that I get from Amazon also. Most of my brushes came from Amazon. You just want to blend that right into your crease. I know it's hard to see, but it's going on there. It's a light color. This is a Valentine's Day look I'm doing, and usually when I do my eyeshadow, I have no concept of what I'm gonna do until I start it. Like, I like doing it like that. That's how you learn what colors look good together and things like that. So I like to do that. But this is a Valentine's Day look I'm going for. So we're gonna continue to blend that eyeshadow on both eyes. I'm gonna use that same color on both eyes. Put those colors right into our crease area. Sometimes I feel like I'm over blending, but it's okay. Especially when the color is light like this color. The color Cobbler is very light. So I was just trying to make sure that it was a little bit noticeable before I moved on to the next shade on both eyes. Now, eyeshadow is twins, y'all. Make sure your eyeshadow look exactly the same. So we're going to take that same brush. We're going to use the crayon case brush cleanser. And I'm going to take that old color off so we can use a new color. You just wipe it on there. So now we're going to go in with the second shade in the color Hot Cocoa from also the Watch Me blush palette. We're going to put this color on the outer corner of our eye. So we're going to work that color gently into the outer corner first, and we're going to move on the inside. I'm still working on how to get my eyeshadow just as good as my right side. It's hard to do things on my left side. My left side always gives me a hard time, but I'm learning. As long as my cut crease come out exactly the same, I'm alright. Continue working that color into our eye. Don't mind the faces. I'm probably talking to one of my kids or my husband. Nobody wants anything until you busy doing your thing, you know? Okay, yeah, I think that's it for this color. Oh, you're like, oh, she blended too long. But no, you want it to blend. You don't want any harsh lines in your makeup. So you want to blend in all the colors to flow naturally together. So you're going to blend them out. So yeah, we're done with the second shade. So now we're going with the fun part. Are we going to use that same Tarte Shape Shade concealer we use on our eyelids, and we're going to use that to cut our crease. It's in the color Tan Sand. Now, when you're cutting your crease, you want to work very slowly and make sure you have the flattest brush you can find to cut your crease. And when cutting your crease, you really just outline the natural outline of your eyes. See, I have hooded eyes, so a little confusing to do to cut my crease. But I've been watching videos, as you know I love YouTube. So you just want to cut it a little bit higher than your lid, higher than your where it cuts at. Take your time when you're doing your cut crease. Don't rush it, because you want it to be as smooth and as clean as possible. Just take your time. As you can see, I'm taking my time. Because if you mess up your cut crease, you're going to have to start completely over, which is okay. But I know a lot of us don't want to start all the way over. So just take your time with it. Make sure you put that all over the lid. I'm not going to bring it all the way down. So I guess when you don't bring it out, it's called a half cut crease. So we call this a half cut crease today. Came out good. As you can see. So now we're going to go in with that same color from the Watch Me Blush palette from the color. We're going to go with the color Hot Cocoa. As you can see, I'm showing you. The color Hot Cocoa, we're going to put down in the outer corner of our eye. We just want to, now when you're putting the color on your cut crease, you just want to pat it on there. You don't want to blend it in. You just want to pat it slowly on there. It's all going to blend in anyway. So you just want to pat it on there. And I like to put the color in midway. So now we're going to go in with I forgot to show you guys, but I'll put it on below. All the products I'm using going to be below anyway. But I forgot the color of the shade. It's the Pick Shimmery one. We're going to put that in the corner of our eye. With the shimmer shades, I try to take a flat, clean brush. Sometimes you can wet the brush and make it stick faster, but I didn't do that with this. I really had no time. I didn't have no problem with blending this shade out at all. It really went on really nice and smoothly. I'm really happy about that. It came out really pretty. Like I said, I had no direction where I was going, but it came out really pretty. And the thing that I used brown and pink to make this Valentine's Day look is fantastic. And it didn't even look brown on camera, but it was a hot cocoa, the colors I used in Cobbler, which is a lighter brown and darker brown. Now I'm just going to blend it out just a tad bit. As you see, I did my second eye off camera and also put on my lashes. The lashes are Silk Mink lashes. I think I got it from WALGREENS. I think they was about $10. So now I'm going to go in and blend that concealer out around our brows. And it's just a flat brush. A flat brush I got in one of my Ipsy bag. It doesn't have a name on it. It's just a flat brush. It kind of looks like Harley from Suicide Squad. That's the colors on there and the characters on there. So now we're going in with my e.l.f. hydrating primer. So if you have dry skin like me, you gotta make sure your skin is very hydrated before you put on foundation, or it will dry you out. So I'm going in with my e.l.f. hydrating primer. I have this primer for a very long time. As you can see, it barely says e.l.f. on it, but I love it so much. It only costs about $5 at Walmart. We're gonna put that all over my face. I take it very serious because my skin gets dry fast. So I like to put that all over my face. Make sure I put it under my eye too, because you don't want your under eyes to be dry as you're putting on concealer and foundation. So next we're going to take the Benefit Professional poreless primer. So you see how small the tube is. The tube came with another Ipsy bag. Like all the best things come with Ipsy, but it came from Ipsy and it's a primer and it's fucking fantastic. Oh, I'm sorry, it's fantastic. It's fantastic, you guys. It makes your skin look so smooth under your foundation. If I'm not using this, I'm using my NYX Professional primer, and that's really good too. I like to make sure that I put that under my eyes. Like I want to make sure it's all the main areas. So we can continue to put that all over our face. Make sure it's blended in real good. This is skin prep is the number one thing that make your foundation makeup look good. It's the skin prep. So if you prep your skin good, 9 out of 10 your foundation and everything else gonna come out really good too. I think I put some concealer on my lips, but yeah, we're gonna work through that, as you can see. Or if you have oily skin, unfortunately, I don't know how to deal with that because I have dry skin, but I will look into it for you girls. So next we can go in with our color corrector from Black Radiance in the color orange. We're gonna put that under both eyes, our forehead, and our chin. The reason I start color correcting is because I have dark circles under my eyes. Most dark skinned women do. So I color correct to make the foundation come out a little more even. So we're gonna get a beauty blender, blend that out with a beauty blender. So once the color corrector is all blended out, we're gonna go in with another concealer in the Fawn, and we're gonna put that on the buff eyes and our chin and our forehead, just a little bit. Don't ask me why I do this. I have no idea why I do this, you guys. I just started doing it one day and I just been doing it ever since. So when you use that same beauty blender, we're gonna blend that concealer out. So now we're done with the concealer. We're gonna go in with our foundation. This is the Maybelline um, foundation in the color 355, and we also have the CoverGirl foundation color D90. I had to order this foundation off Amazon because I could not find it in the stores anywhere. So what I do is I take the CoverGirl foundation first, and I squirt that on my hand. Then I go in with the Maybelline in 355, and I pour that on my hand, and I mix it in with the beauty blender. As you can see, I use the back of my hand for everything because it's so convenient. And you're just working it in real good to mix into your satisfaction. Then we can go ahead and apply it to our face. As you can see, it looks so nice when it's blended together. It's hard for me to find my perfect shade, but the D30, the D30 is really close to my complexion. I usually wear that bad stuff, but I like the way these two colors look together. So now that that's all on our face, we're gonna go in with our two concealers from ColourPop and Maybelline Instant Rewind. So it's in the color medium, I believe, the Instant Rewind, and the ColourPop is in the color Dark 48. Y'all, let's talk about this ColourPop concealer. It's so freaking bomb. It's only about $5 or $6, I believe. Y'all, if you haven't tried ColourPop concealer, you are so lost. It is so freaking bomb. It goes on your face so smooth and so creamy, and it's so easy to blend out. Like, I like to let it sit in my face for a while, but it's so freaking bomb. I really need to order me some more. The eyebrow pencils are good too. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that ColourPop concealer first in color Dark 48, and we're gonna put that under our eyes, our nose, our forehead, our upper lip, and our chin. As you can see, this is my favorite part. I love this part once the concealer goes on. So now we're gonna put that Maybelline Instant Rewind, Age Instant Rewind on the top of that. So I use one as a highlighter and one as a concealer, the dark spots and everything. I love how these two concealers blend in together. So I let it sit on there for a couple of minutes. So once we're done with that, we're gonna go in with our contour palette from Black Radiance in the color medium to dark. We're gonna go in with the deepest shade, and we're gonna contour our face. So right now I'm looking for my flat contour brush. It came from another brush that I got from Amazon. It's my first brush that I ever bought myself, and yes, I still use it. So we're gonna put that contour on our cheeks, to highlight our cheeks. We're also gonna put it on the bottom of our cheek bone area on both sides, and then we're gonna put it on our forehead as well. I think right here I added a little bit to my chin, but I usually don't add nothing to my chin. I saw it somewhere else. I don't contour my nose, mainly because I don't really think I don't want my nose to look smaller. I think my nose is beautiful as is, so I don't contour my nose. I don't want it to look smaller, so I don't contour my nose. So now we're gonna go in with our damp beauty blender, and we're gonna blend out that concealer. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm tripping. So yes, make sure you dap your beauty blender. Do not blend your concealer out with a dry sponge. Do not. It's probably gonna be really hard to maneuver. So damp it up. You're gonna know when it's big enough when it gets bigger in size. So once you see how it grew in size, you're going to go in and so now we're going in with that flat dome brush and we're going to blend out that contour. This is the same from the same collection as my contour brush. This is really supposed to be foundation, but I use it to blend out my contour. I love it. As you can see, I'm pushing the contour up, and I go in circles when I get to my forehead. This is my favorite part, y'all. This is when I start getting excited about my makeup. I get stressed out with the brows and the eyeshadow and the lashes, but once you get that all together, like everything with your face is easy. Learning how to do the face is the easiest part. It looks so good, so pretty. So now we're gonna go in with our powder, the Airspun powder, and my CoverGirl powder in the color medium. I blend my powders together. So now we blend it up together. We're gonna go in with our flat brush. This is supposed to be a foundation brush, I believe, but I use it to put in my powder. So everywhere you put that concealer, you're gonna want to put that powder. So everywhere you put something wet, you're gonna put something dry. So we're gonna put on the under our eyes, our forehead, our cheek, and eventually I'm gonna put that all over my face as well. I learned this trick from Alyssa Ashley when I was watching her tutorial one day. I saw her put the powder everywhere. Her makeup looked so bomb. So ever since then, I've been doing it. See, you're gonna put that eventually all over your face. I don't bake, but I do let it sit on my face for a couple of minutes while I get everything else together under my eyes and everything, as you can see. So now we're gonna go in with our eyeliner. This is just a regular black eyeliner I got from the beauty supply store. I don't even know the name of it. I will list all the products below anyway, but it's just a regular black eyeliner. My eyes get really watery, so I try to work fast when I around my eyes. As soon as I blink, it's like it comes right back off. So now we're gonna go in with the mascara. I got this mascara from also for my birthday. I think it's Lancome in the color black, jet black. It's pretty good, especially for your bottom lashes. As you can see, I don't have any bottom lashes, so I try to make it work. I'm supposed to be getting the Better Than Sex mascara from my BoxyCharms for the month of February, so I'm really excited about that. So you're gonna want to put that in. If you have short lashes like me, you're gonna put that on very slowly. So just take your time. So once we're done with that, we're gonna go in with our setting powder from LA Colors Mineral in the color Toffee. This is also a beauty supply store product. And we're gonna go in with my Real Techniques brush. I think it's the face brush, X-Brush face brush, and we're gonna use that to buff out that powder and put this on. Stand by. So you're gonna want to put that setting powder everywhere you put that setting powder. This is the pressed powder. You're gonna want to put the pressed powder everywhere you put that setting powder. I like your attitude. It's all coming together very beautifully. So pretty. So now we're gonna go with blush. This is the Tarte Tape Shape blush. I had this for like ever. And I forgot the color. I had to say the color of it, but I forgot the name. We're gonna go with this blush brush. This is a BH Cosmetics brush. And we're gonna put down our cheeks. I like to put it on my forehead as well. I don't like a lot of brush. I don't like a lot of blush, so I like to have a soft hand with this blush. That's enough. So now we are going to, I believe, do our lips. So I'm gonna wipe my lips off with a makeup wipe. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a complete blank. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna wipe my lips off with a makeup wipe. Get that excess makeup off it, and also that foundation. I also use a lip scrub too to get that all that dry skin off my lips too. But I already wiped it off a very long time ago. Well, now I'm just wiping that excess makeup off my lips. And if you mess up your makeup by doing this, it's okay. You can always go back in with a brush and fix it, like I'm doing right here. So no stress. You see how I'm stabbing myself in the face? So now we're gonna go in with 2 lipsticks. So now this is the BH Cosmetics lipstick, red matte lipstick. As you can see, I haven't used it in a while, but it was really hard to put on. But it's a matte red shade. And now I'm going with a Biloxi lip paint over that red to make it stand out a little bit more, because that one was matte, and I wanted to go for a glossy look. Remember, ladies, do not smear your lipstick. Just blot them. Just blot. Do not rub them together. Just blot them. You're going to mess up your makeup like that. So now we're going to go in with highlighter. A lot of people's favorite part. This is the highlighter from Wet n Wild. I think Royal Crown. And we're going to use this brush I got from Ipsy, and we're going to put that on. Highlight our cheeks. We're going to highlight our nose and our forehead and in the corners of our eyes and our upper lip. This is my favorite part. One of my favorite parts. So now we're going to take, I think, a lip brush, and I'm going to put the highlighter in the corner of my eyes. So yeah, you guys, so now I'm just going to mist my face with some illuminating mist, and that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. This is the finished look at the end. Yes. Bye, you guys. See you Monday.